Right. Of course, I can't do any of this without Bassmaster's wonderful sponsors. These are all very well represented throughout the fishing industry, and we're proud that they support Bassmaster. Of course, TNT Fireworks is our title sponsor for the Bassmaster Bass Nation Series, and all of our official premier sponsors: Toyota Progressive, Bass Pro Shops, Dakota Lithium Humminbird, Mercury, Minn Kota, Nitro Boats, Power Pole, Ranger Boats, Rapala, Skeeter, Yamaha. And our supporting sponsors: AFCO, Daiwa, Garmin, Luz, Marathon, Triton Boats, and VMC. And of course, I can't weigh any of the fish this week. I'm going to have one of our Bass staff members, Mr. Brian Cannell. He's going to come up here and he's going to be my weigh master today. And as I bring Brian up, of course, Brian was on our crew this week, but let's give a big round to all of our crew members: Brian, Chris, Mike, and Myron, and Miss Emily Hand, the admin for the week. They make my job extremely easy, and they're wonderful people to work with, wonderful guys to work with, and I look forward to it every time. But now, I gave you guys a little test just a little bit ago, because I'm going to be honest, you've been pretty quiet the last 2 days, and on day 3, that's just not going to fly. I need you to get really loud for me as we bring the first angler up here. Let's hear it for you. Lake Winnebago, Appleton, Wisconsin. Bring him up, Mr. Justin Cole out of South Dakota. This side. Justin's going to get this weigh-in started right. I got to look at his bag right backstage, and he's bringing us 5 today. 5 all alive. Look out, 12 pounds, 4 ounces. Justin Cole gets us started all the way up to first place on the boater side. And then we'll still talk to you. Justin Cole rolling out of South Dakota this week. Believe he resides in Nebraska, but representing South Dakota this week. Justin, 3-day total, 36.6. Justin, great week, made it final day, and you said you think it's going to be a little bit short, but man, awesome week for you.
Yeah, good time. We had a good time. It's been tough. I ran off to try to find a kicker fish about 11:30 and didn't pay off, so should have zigged when I zagged, I guess.
Well, it's unfortunate. That's how fishing goes sometimes. Sometimes we think we need to make a move to find that big one, but maybe should have hung around some, the fish we had.
Yep, that's a fact. So, yeah, I thank my family, my state team. We had a good time this week. Fishing was a little tough, but my wife, Lisa, and Lincoln and Addie for putting up with me, my addiction. So, nope, had a good time.
Well, Justin, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us. Look forward to seeing you again. Let me tone that music down just a little bit right before we bring up this next guy. Non-boater coming out of Indiana, Mr. Dennis Davis. Dennis bringing us one today, I believe. One fish for Mr. Dennis. Needs to be 4-4 to take over the lead. 2-7. Settle down. $111 for you, Dennis. You want to hold him up? Or?
No, that's all right.
All right. Dennis, final day, man. How cool is that?
Oh, it was nice to be here. Yeah, I had a couple opportunities today, but I made the last day,
That's right. We're sure glad you made it. And anybody you want to say hello or thank you to, Dennis?
Yeah, I want to say hello to my wife, Donna. Love you. And I want to thank Kerry and his wife, Stacy, and they did a great job, took care of us this week.
It's always awesome. All these state presidents, how awesome are they?
Oh, they're awesome.
Feeding you all week, taking care of you. Can't beat that, can you?
Can't beat that.
Well, Dennis, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us. Thank you, sir. Next up, out of Illinois, and he looked like he had another good bag. Let's bring him on up here, Casey Morgan. Casey's got 5 for us today. You got 12-7? Casey Morgan, 10-2, all the way up to second place. Second place for Mr. Casey Morgan. You want to hold him? Sure. Yeah, hold him. Casey Morgan, 34-2, 34-2, 3-day total. Come talk, man. Made a final day here on day 3, right where you wanted, and right now you're sitting in first place on your state team.
That's exciting. It's short-lived. This guy behind me is a hammer, so he's going to take that from me, but that's good. I had fun. It was a good week.
Well, anybody want to say hello? Thank you to.
I'm looking forward to spending some time with the family next week.
Getting back home. Well, we sure do appreciate you being here with us, Casey. And before I bring this next guy up, where's Mr. Justin Cole? Where did he get off to? Justin, where you at? Where's Justin Cole? Justin, where you at, buddy? You took over that hot seat. You ran off on me. My bad. I should go ahead and load that hot seat for us as we bring up this next guy out of Illinois, boater Curtis Samo. Mr. Kurt bringing us a 5-fish limit on day number 3. Kurt, good to see you today, of course. No stranger to day 3s and 5 more today. Eight thirteen for Mr. Kurt Samo, all the way up to second place and first place on his state team, as we just said. Go ahead and grab a couple and get a quick picture of Mr. Kurt. Curtis Samo, 35-1, 3-day total. Got him sitting in second place currently. Long way in again, Kurt, but hey, you know, a day 3, obviously here at the regional, and another awesome event for you.
Well, one of these, it's been a goal to win one of these divisionals, and I've come close several times, but again, I'm coming up short, I think.
Well, there's always next year to get it done.
Oh, no, I'll keep trying. I enjoy it, and I really love this place. I'm glad we came here because it's one of my favorite places to fish.
Well, I'm sure glad we came here, and I think we'll be back maybe here in the future.
That'd be awesome. I'd like to be here when that happens.
Any hellos or thank yous?
I just want to thank my wife for supporting me and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir, and that's the most important one. Thank you, Kurt. All right, tell Emily. 35-1 for Mr. Kurt. And our printer's down for a second. Is Emily coming? Yeah. We're going to get this printer fixed, but while we're waiting on that, of course, these guys are all looking to punch their ticket to the Bass Nation Championship this October. Like I said, Lake Hartwell. We'll take one boater and one non-boater from each state to that event. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Let's bring him up, your reigning Bass Nation non-boater champion. Bring him out of Minnesota, Mr. Perry C. Perry got 12-1 to start the day. You rolled out in the lead. We're going to pad that a little bit, but you said you didn't think you got it done.
No, probably not this year. Probably see in 2 years.
Two even on that one. You want to hold it? Well, man, another final day. Again, like I said, you've picked up right where you left off. You're in first right now on your state team, second overall. Long way in left, but we'll see how it shakes out for you.
Yeah, he probably got me, but yeah, I mean it was fun while it lasted. I had a lot of fun this week with the team. We got to meet a lot of new people. So,
well, awesome. Thank you for fishing with us, Perry. We sure do appreciate you. Next up, coming out of Ohio, B.J. Baxter, and he's got his 5, and he's got 5 good ones. Look out. B.J. Baxter's got a good-looking bag of fish right here. BJ's looking for 11-7 to take over that hot seat. 11-7. No problem. 13 pounds, 8 ounces. BJ Baxter all the way up to first place on the boater side. B.J. Baxter. 3-day total, 38 pounds and 8 ounces for Mr. B.J. And with that, we gonna talk for a minute. And, man, you went out and got him today.
Yeah, I just fished better every day. It's been a grind. I've just found 2 little key areas for the brown fish and a couple little areas for the green fish, and I just grind it out. So I'd like to thank my title sponsor, Acme Machine Rifles, Lure Parts Online, Lure Craft, Vector Hooks, Jeff Jordan State Champ Camp. So if you got any wrestlers out here, you guys need to go see Jeff Jordan. It's in Ohio. He puts thousands of kids in the state championships in wrestling. So it's a very good thing. I know I'm forgetting some people, but I drove that 1996 Skeeter Yamaha all over this lake this week. So you can do it in an old boat.
Well, that's awesome, BJ. And with that, we're going to load that hot seat and give Mr. Justin Cole a big round of applause. You're on the boater side, right? You're a boater? Yeah, you're a boater, so he took the hot seat. Yeah, he's on the boater side. Give Mr. Justin Cole a big round of applause. And BJ Baxter with 38.8 loads that hot seat. Next up, Dylan Esselman on the non-boater side. Dylan's bringing us 3 today. 3 today. Looking for 3-2 to take over that lead. How about it? 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Dylan Esselman all the way to first place on the non-boater side. Of course, Dylan's out of Wisconsin. Dylan Esselman, 3-day total, 16-12. 16-12 on the non-boater side, sitting in first place. You want to come talk? Another good day for you, Dylan. Where are you going? You got to load that hot seat. You're sitting in first place on the non-boater side currently. 16-12. Next up, South Dakota boater Troy Deedy. Troy's bringing us 5 as well. 5 good ones from the looks of it. Troy Deedy looking for 14 pounds, 2 ounces.
Oxygenators are working.
14 pounds, 3 ounces. Troy Deedy all the way up to first place. First place. South Dakota boater, 3-day total for Troy. Let him grab a hold of him. 38 pounds, 10 ounces. Troy Deedy out of South Dakota. Troy, good day for you. Good day, and now you're sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty blessed day. You know, I really set out to go for about 12 pounds today. I figured I'd need at least that to have a chance. And so I'm just super thankful the fish cooperated. They kind of did all week a little bit, but yeah, just a blessed week, really.
Well, that's awesome. Anybody want to say hello? Thank you, T.
I just want to say thanks to my wife out here for taking care of me, supporting me tirelessly, and thank all my sponsors for allowing me to do what I do, and thank the good Lord for giving me another day to fish.
That's right. We'll go ahead and load that hot seat, Mr. Troy, and give BJ a big hand. He's already gone off, but give him a big round of applause. Next up, Taylor Umlin. Taylor's coming out of Illinois. Taylor's bringing us 4 today. 4 today, Taylor. 4 fish today for Taylor. Started out with 26.7. He's going to add 10 pounds, 2 ounces to that. Taylor Umlin all the way up to 3rd place. Taylor Umlin. 10-2 today. 10-2 today for Taylor out of Illinois. 36.9. 36.9. Move that umbrella that way they can see you back home on Bassmaster.com, Taylor. 3rd place overall, sitting in 1st place on your state team right now. We'll see how it shakes out, but good week for you for sure.
It was a good week coming into this. I'd never really been here before. Luckily, I took a gamble the first day, ran way up the Wolf, had a limit, came back, called most of it out in one spot, went back to it yesterday in the morning, caught my 5, came back today. It wasn't really working out. Ran out to the lake, tried to catch smallmouth, caught 1, had my 5th one, and it was just swallowed the tube. I was like, it's got a much better chance in the water. Put it back. I didn't know what the dead fish penalty was, unfortunately. And I hope that doesn't burn me, but I hope he lived.
Well, we sure do hope you. Thank you, Taylor, and we'll see how that shakes out for you. Next up, out of Indiana on the non-boater side, Chris Rhodes. Chris Rhodes, 12.5. 12.5 coming into today. Looking for 4.8. Shaking his head. How about 2 pounds, 14 ounces? 2 pounds, 14 ounces for Chris Rhodes. Got him in 2nd place. You want to hold him? Yeah, I'll hold 1. Yep. That one's looking rough. Chris Rhodes, 3-day total. 15.3. 15.3 for Mr. Chris. 2nd place currently, sitting in 1st on Team Indiana on the non-boater side right now. Good week for you.
Yes, it was. Made a big mistake today. Tried to flip one in the boat, and it got away. A couple half-pounder smallmouth. And, you know, it's the way it goes.
Unfortunately, that's fishing sometimes. We split-second decisions. They're always hard to make.
Oh, every time. Every time. I'd just like to say thank you to my wife and family.
Well, Chris, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us, and we look forward to seeing you again, sir. Chris Rhodes, non-boater out of Indiana, 15.3. Next up, another non-boater, but this guy's coming out of Michigan, Ted Prisby. Ted's bringing us 1 today.
Yeah. Tough day.
Tough day, he says. Unfortunately, those happen sometimes, but day 3s, they're always good to happen on day 3s because that means you got here.
Yeah. That was the good thing anyways. Had good partners all week. And everything worked out pretty good, so I was glad to be here and had a good time.
Well, we sure do appreciate having you, Ted. Thank you, sir. Next up, Robert Heem out of Nebraska. It's Heim, isn't it? I don't know what. Robert Heim. I get it right in the morning, and then something happens in the afternoons. I guess it's the heat. I don't know. It got warm today.
It did. It got warm.
Robert's bringing us 2 today on the boater side. 3-1 to take over your state team lead right now. How about 4-5? 4-5 for Mr. Robert. And you want to get a picture? Robert's going to get a quick picture, and then he'll come over here and talk to me for a little bit. He's got a good one right there. Robert, 19.7, 3-day total. Good to see you on a day 3, and 1st place on your state team. I know there's a long way in left, but hey.
Yeah.
Made a day 3 and sitting pretty good right this second.
Yeah, I mean, day 3 is where it's at. So I gambled today, and it just didn't pay off. I think my other fish were gone, so I didn't go there. So it was fun, though. Had a good time.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Well, Robert, we sure do appreciate you, and thank you. How about Lee Ray Anderson out of South Dakota? Lee Ray was your day 1 leader. And he's got 1 for us today. 1 for us today. Fold it again. Oh, I got it. 112, 112 on that one, Lee Ray. You want to get a picture? No. All right. made a day 3, and again, first place on Team South Dakota right now. 11th place overall, 11-4 for the tournament. Good week for you.
Yeah, it was a struggle the last couple of days. I caught plenty of fish today, just couldn't catch any big ones.
Well, you rode a really good bag on day 1 all the way to here, so you can't complain about that.
No, I can't. Carried me all the way to here, so.
That's right. Well, Lee Ray, we sure do appreciate you, and thank you for fishing with us. Next up, Troy Kilgus. Troy out of Wisconsin, 21-14 coming into the today. 5 fish limit for you, Troy. 5 fish limit for Mr. Troy. Let's see how far up this leaderboard we can get Troy. How about 10 pounds, 9 ounces? Troy Kilgus all the way up to 7th place currently. Troy Kilgus all the way up to 7th place. 3-day total, 32-7. Good week for you. Made a day 3. I know day 1 didn't go quite like you hoped, but you made adjustments, and two solid days in a row for you.
Yeah, day 1 was tough. Coming in with 4 fish is hard to come back from. Made an adjustment yesterday. Went shallow, and the fish were there. We caught a lot of fish today, just didn't get any size.
Well, that's how it goes, but it's hard to weed through the size sometimes. You always think, man, I'm going to get a good bite here eventually, and then it just never happens. But anybody want to say hello or thank you to a good week nonetheless?
Say hi to my mom. She's right there. My family's here. My wife, thanks.
Well, that's awesome, Troy. Well, we sure do appreciate you. And again, first place for Troy on his state team right now, but we'll see how long that'll hold out for Troy. Next up, Lonnie Peterson, another Wisconsin guy on the boater side, following him right up. Lonnie's got 5 for us. 24-14 to start the day. 13-13 to take over the lead. Come on, stop. 13-13 to take over the lead. 12-12 for Lonnie Peterson all the way up to 3rd place. Lonnie Peterson, this Wisconsin boater. Lonnie Peterson, 37-10. All the way into 3rd place and 1st place on Team Wisconsin. Really good week for you. Really good week for you, Lonnie. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's not going to hold out, I can tell you that.
Man, don't spoil it.
I just saw the fish.
Oh, okay, well, that's all right. Still a great week for you.
Yeah, it was a great week. I really want to thank the Wisconsin team guys. Jeremiah Shaver, he treated us great all week. He was feeding us and giving us beers and whatever we needed at any moment. And it helped me fix my boat the first day. So I want to say thanks for my wife for driving down, my buddy Mark, and all my friends and family back home.
Well, Lonnie, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us and look forward to seeing you again. Lonnie Peterson, 3rd place currently, 37-10, 3-day total. This next guy's rolling out of North Dakota, Cameron Welch. Cameron Welch got 1 for us today. $210 for Cameron Welch, all the way up into 4th place overall on the non-boater side. Cameron Welch. Cameron's out of North Dakota. 14-7 for Cameron Welch. You want to come talk? All right, let's get this next guy up here. Hunter Fredrickson out of Michigan. And Hunter's got 3 fish for us. Got you. We're going to weigh him, you're going to hold him up, and then we'll put him in a bag and weigh the big one. Hunter Fredrickson out of Michigan, 3 fish on the non-boater side. 7 pounds even coming into the today. How about 7.5, Hunter Fredrickson all the way up to 5th place. Go ahead and get a quick picture with some of those. Hunter Fredrickson, Michigan non-boater right here. He's going to get a weight on a big fish. 214, a little bit short, but Hunter, a great week for you. First place right now on Team Michigan on the non-boater side, so I know there's a little bit of weigh-in left, but we'll see how it shakes out. But nonetheless, awesome week, day 3 for you.
It was great. I feel very blessed to be here. Thank you, everyone that's helped me trying to get here. Super stoked if I get to go to Nationals, so it should be a good time.
Well, we'll see how it shakes out, and I hope to see you there, Hunter. Thank you. Next up, Joe May. Joe May coming out of North Dakota. And Joe's got 4 fish today, 4 fish. Had 13-14 coming into today. Seven seven, Joe. 7-7 on those. 21-5. You want to hold them up, or you want? Yeah, I got it. All right. He's gonna get a quick picture with these, of course, on the final day. We want to let these guys get a picture of these fish. Joe May out of North Dakota. 21-5. 21-5. 3-day total for Joe. Leading Team North Dakota on the boater side currently. Like I said, of course, there's a good bit of weigh-in left. We'll see how it shakes out, Joe. But you want to talk? We'll see how it shakes out, but a good week for you.
Yes, sir. It was a grind the first day, and then the second day it's just been a grind all week. And I've had fish on that would have gave me limit each day, but I just couldn't get it done. But I want to thank my wife for being so supportive of me, and obviously thank God for everything He's given me. So maybe we'll make it to Nationals. We'll see.
Well, we'll see how it shakes out, Joe. Thank you, sir. Next up. This guy's a non-boater rolling out of Nebraska, A.J. Mindy. A.J.'s got 1 for us today. All it has to be is 113, though, for right now. 110 on that one, A.J. 110. You want to get a picture with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Grab him. He says he absolutely wants to get a picture with that one. He said he worked hard for that one all day in the heat because it's turned on the heat here in Wisconsin this week. Great final day. Anybody want to say hello or thank you to?
Yeah, I want to say hello to my girlfriend, Ellie, for letting me come out here and do this. I had great boaters all week. We had a good time. I'm leaving. If everybody check out Bass on YouTube, I'm heading up to South Dakota to go fish with him after this. So.
Well, that'll be pretty cool, AJ. We sure appreciate you fishing with us this week. 11 even for AJ. Next up, coming out of Ohio. On the non-boater side. Let's bring him up. Welcoming to the stage, Will Presley. Will's got 3 fish on the non-boater side right there in the middle. They're going to go 7-7. Close? Not quite. Will Presley. He's going to try to pad to his lead right here. He's currently leading Team Ohio on the non-boater side. Let's see how much we can get you a little separation right here. How about 5-6? Will Presley all the way up to 3rd place on the non-boater side. Will Presley. 3 bass limit for Will today. He's going to bring his 3-day total all the way up to 14 pounds, 12 ounces. Will, final day, and you caught him today, so you're right here where we can see you. Get, them trophies, in the way. We want to make sure everybody can see you. Good final day for you.
Yeah. I want to thank my boater, Joe, for putting me around some fish today, and all the guys in the club, and my wife back home for letting me come and taking care of everything at the house, and had a great time. And thanks to all the bass guys. You guys put on a hell of a tournament. So.
Well, thank you, Will. We sure do appreciate you. And it's always awesome, all the family back home that let us do this fun sport we all love. To be here, Will, of course, thanking his wife and family back home. And, of course, coming up next, how about Joe Sanderson out of Illinois? Will said he put him on some fish. Joe's got 5 for us. 25 to start the day. 25 to start the day for Joe Sanderson. How about 10-14, 10-14, and Joseph Sanderson jumps all the way up to 9th place. 9th place for Joseph Sanderson. Joseph Sanderson out of Illinois, 31 pounds, 3 ounces, 3-day total. You want to come talk? Oh, yeah. Joe, final day and a good day for you. You know, a very solid day based on the weights all week, and I know you're happy with that.
Yeah, after a bad first day, I just had to put my head down and go fishing. Literally look down at the live scope and go fishing all day. I got to say thanks to everybody at home. And everybody on the team did a great job, and we all helped each other out this week, and it was just an amazing, amazing week.
Well, that's awesome, Joe. Great to hear it, and we hope to see you again. Thank you, Joe. 31-3. How about this next guy out of Indiana, Brian Hensley, and he's bringing us 5 to the stage. You got 14-7?
Not quite. I got one on one way again. I think it's 4-1.
Good day for Brian. Look out now. 14-7 to take over the lead. He says not quite, but it's going to be close maybe. Brian Hensley out of Indiana. 24-4 coming into the day. How about 13 pounds and 2 ounces? Brian Hensley all the way up to 4th place. You know the drill. Take a picture. 37-6, Brian Hensley. Gonna get a weight on this big fish? 310. 310 on that one. Not the same one. You want to weigh a different one? All right. Well, you want to talk? Good week.
Not used to this.
Not used to it, but a great week for you. 37-6. How about that? And a really good final day for you.
Fun place to fish. Really enjoyed the people. Everybody, all the businesses seemed to be really friendly, and nice place to have a tournament.
Sure was, and we sure do appreciate you fishing with us, Brian. Thank you, sir. Next up, coming out of Nebraska, Blake McCumber. Blake's got us 1 today. Blake went out in the lead for Team Nebraska this morning on the non-boater side, and he's going to add to that 2-2. 2-2 today for Blake. Got him all the way up to 8th place. Go ahead and grab it. Get a picture with that one. Blake's got us 1 today. 13-4, 3-day total for you, Blake. You want to talk? Good week for you. Anybody want to say hello or thank you to real quick?
Yeah, I'll thank all my boaters. They were all fun to fish with this week. Thank the team. They're fun to be up here with. Say hi to my family watching and my girlfriend, Allison.
Well, that sounds good. We sure do appreciate you, Blake. Look forward to seeing you again. This next guy, Ryan Cohn-Loft, coming up out of Michigan with 3 today. 3 today.
I got a big one to weigh too.
Nice.
That's the brown one.
Yeah, we'll like the same deal. Get it, take a picture.
Okay. Then bring it back.
Yep. Ryan, 23-6 to start the day, 3/4 today. Sitting in 15th currently. Let's see how far up the leaderboard these three are going to get him, if they'll settle down. How about 7-12? 7-12 for Mr. Ryan. And he says he's got a big one he wants to weigh. We're going to let him get a quick picture with it, and then we'll get a weight on it. 4-9 to tie, 4-10 to take it. How about 3-15? 3-15 on that one. Well, Ryan, great week for you. Anybody want to say hello or thank you to?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my wife and my son. How you doing? I want to thank my co-anglers that I had and the friends I made in this tournament. It was awesome. And I had a good time learning this lake and trying to figure it out. But it's a tough one. I'm looking forward to fishing it again so I can try to figure some more stuff out.
Well, that'll be good, Ryan. And right now, you're leading for Team Michigan, so let's see how long it'll hold for you. 31-2. 3-day total for Ryan. Next up, following him right up, how about another Michigan boater, Mr. Nick Rand. Nick's got 4 today. 24-10 to start the day. How about this? Nick Rand out of Michigan, 8-14 all the way up to 9th place. And he just jumped into first place on Team Michigan and punched his ticket to the Bass Nation Championship on the boater side. Nick Rand, 33-8, 3-day total. You've been before, right? Or you haven't? Awesome job, Nick. Great week for you, obviously. It looks like you got it done.
Yeah, got it done. It was a tough week. This was all my Plan B stuff, sadly. I felt like going in day one, it was going to be a lot of fun, but had to grind it out for 3 days. And I was hoping to go to Sturgeon Bay today, but didn't end up doing that. So.
Well, you hung around, and it looks like it paid off for you. 4 fish today, 3-day total, 33-8, Nick. And we look forward to seeing you in October. Next up, Carl Bowser out of Indiana. 11-10 for this Indiana non-boater. 3 pounds, 13 ounces. Carl Bowser out of Indiana. 15-7 all the way up to second place. Second place overall for this Indiana boater. Are you the last one, Carl? For Indiana? Well, how about that, Carl? And you with that, Carl Bowser punches his ticket to the Bass Nation Championship, 15-7 non-boater side for Indiana, and great week for you. Got it done in a big way.
Yeah, I made a mistake the first day, and I called a fish wrong and got bumped, but I was able to do good today and yesterday to come back.
Well, you sure did make up for it. Second place overall, of course. Going to get out of here with a little pocket change as well. So great week for you. Anybody you want to say hello or thank you to?
Just everybody in Indiana, Hendricks County Bassmasters, Mom and Dad, and Brian Hensley. He's my roommate, my practice partner.
Well, that's awesome, Carl. Thank you. Give a big round of applause. Carl Bowser, 15-7. Next up, out of Iowa, Dan Mon. Dan's bringing 3 today. Dan Mon, 3 fish for us. 3 good ones, 9 pounds, 2 ounces, all the way up to 11th place, 31-5. Dan Mon. He's going to get a weight on a big fish. Again, better than 4.9 is what we're looking for. 312. Good week for you, Dan.
Yeah, it was a good week. Had a couple missed opportunities today that are going to haunt me a little bit, but just happy to be here on day 3. Got to say hi to my wife and kids at home, and be back soon, and can't wait for the next one.
Well, we sure can't wait for that either. Thank you, Dan. Next up, Alfonso Garcia rolling out of Nebraska. 9-9 to start the day. He says he's only got 1, but awesome week for you.
Well, I did good today. I got 1 fish.
111 for you, Alfonso. You want to get a picture with him?
No, thank you.
Well, great week, man. We sure do appreciate you fishing with us, sir. Thank you. Next up, Casey Hoffman out of Wisconsin. He's got 5 for us. 22-9 to start the day. Good bag of fish. 5 fish for Casey Hoffman. £10, 14 ounces for this Wisconsin boater. 33.7, 3-day total. 10th place. You made a big move today, and an awesome week for you.
Yeah, it was fun. Put like 300 miles on my boat, so a lot of driving.
A lot of driving, and it looks like you did a good bit of fish catching to get here to the final day.
Yeah, it was one here, one there. Really had to grind it out and use all my local knowledge, but didn't really work out too great.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. Well, we sure do appreciate you, Casey, and look forward to seeing you again. Next up, coming out of Illinois, let's bring him up here. He's wore the same hat every day of this event. It must be a lucky hat. Wes Gert. And he's got one for us today. $111 for you, Wes. You want to get a picture with him? Awesome week for you, Wes. Awesome week for you. Anybody want to say hello or thank you to? All right, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us, Wes. That line's getting pretty short back there. You want me guys to stop this thing?
I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm working on starting a GoFundMe page for I-41.
Y'all want me to stop it? No, they say no over here. So let's bring this next guy up out of South Dakota. Sean Van Gerpen bringing us 2 today. 2 today for Sean. $6-2 to start the day. 3-3 on those, Sean. You want to get a picture with him? Sure. Grab a picture. Sean Van Gerpen out of South Dakota. He's going to get a quick picture with him. How about a 3-day total of 9-5 for Sean? And got in here in the final day and a good week for you, for sure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Got to hang out with some great guys. We got a great group from South Dakota. It's just a blast coming out here and doing this. And say hi to my wife and kids. And, yeah, we'll welcome you guys to Oahe someday. We'd love to have you up there. It's a great fishery.
That's right. Well, Sean, we sure do appreciate you. Next up, out of North Dakota. Let's get him up here. Tyler Darling. Tyler Darling's got 5 fish for us today. 12-12 to start the day for Tyler Darling. Good bag of fish right here. Are you the last North Dakota boater? How about 12 pounds, 2 ounces? Tyler Darling all the way up to 18th place. $24.14 for Tyler Darling. Look at those two. Good Lake Winnebago largemouth. You want to come talk, Tyler? 18th place overall and first place on Team North Dakota. And I don't see any more yellow back there, do you? No, that's it. How about Tyler Darling punching his ticket to the Bass Nation Championship? North Dakota's very first boater going to Bass Nation Champ this fall. 24-14. How awesome is that, Tyler?
I didn't think I could catch a limit today.
Well, it looks like you scrounged up enough to punch your ticket.
Yeah, I pulled up into one spot and caught 3 right away. And then I caught that big one on a whopper plopper, and I was like, oh, we might have a chance now.
Well, it looks like you had plenty of chance, Tyler. Look forward to seeing you this October. Let's keep this thing moving. Braden Fairbanks coming out of Ohio. 8-13 to start the day for you, Braden. 1 today for Braden out of Ohio. Braden Fairbanks out of Ohio. College angler. He fishes for Campbellsville. Give him a big round of applause, making the state team, obviously. And remember that Campbellsville fishes college bass with us. 8-13 to start the day. 1 today. 2.5 for you, Braden, and a great week for you.
Yeah, it was a week full of a lot of missed opportunities. You know, it was a grinder, but I'm looking forward to going to the college national championship in August on Pickwick. So we're going to try and regroup and get ready for that.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there. I'll be there to hang out with you, Braden. 11-2, 3-day total for Braden Fairbanks. This next guy is bringing us 3 out of Nebraska. Jerry Pape. 18-2, 3 fish. Jerry Pape. 3 fish for us today. 18-2 to start the day. How about 5 pounds, 3 ounces? Jerry Pape. All the way up to 19th place. Jerry Pape. 23.5 out of Nebraska. 19th place. Great week for you, Jerry. Great week for you, and awesome event.
Oh, we just had a lot of fun. It's great seeing a lot of these people again. I've seen from all the different things. I mean, Troy's got squatter rights on that share, I think. So, but no, a lot of fun. Great teams, a lot of good competition, and enjoy it every time I make it.
Well, we sure do appreciate you being here, Jerry, and thank you for fishing with us. 23.5, Jerry Pape. Next up, out of Iowa, Brian Fryermuth. Brian's bringing us 1 today on the non-boater side out of Iowa. 7-4 to start the day. $114 for you, Brian. Anybody want to say hello or thank you to, man?
I'd like to say thanks to my ride for sticking around another day. And hello to my wife and kids.
Well, I think you made a final day. I think your ride will hang around for that. Great week for you, Brian. Thank you. Next up, Dan Welsh, boater out of Minnesota. It looks like Dan made a recovery today, bringing us 5 to the scale. 16-14 to start the day. 5 more to go with it. £12, 7 ounces. Dan Welsh all the way up to 16th place. 29.5. Great recovery today for sure.
Yeah, it was a little better day than yesterday.
Well, Dan, anybody want to say hello or thank you to?
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to my family back home and everybody on the state team, and it was a pleasure fishing, and thanks for running such a great event.
Well, Daniel, we sure do appreciate you, and thank you, sir. Let's keep it rolling. This guy's coming out of Minnesota, and he's got 5 for us today. Wisconsin. My bad. Coming up next, Brock Gullickson out of Wisconsin. I had, on my brain, I had Minnesota because I was trying to think if his next kid's a boater or a co-angler. Yep. Brock's got 5 for us today. Yeah, you got to make them jokers feel the pain when you crimp them down, son. 10 pounds, 8 ounces, Brock Gullickson all the way up to 12th place overall, 32 pounds even. Awesome week for you, Brock.
Yeah, it was all right. Put a lot of miles on and a lot of time behind the wheel, so didn't catch a ton of fish, but it was all right. Yeah, I'd like to thank my buddy Garrett for lending me his boat while mine is in the shop, and my buddy Jordy for all the hospitality this week.
Well, that's awesome, Brock. Thank you for fishing with us. 32 pounds even for this Wisconsin boater. Next up, out of Minnesota on the non-boater side, Miles Lausch. 9-7 to start the day for Miles. 3 to go with it today. You're the last Minnesota non-boater? 3 fish for Miles Lausch. Miles Lausch, 3 today. If they'll settle down, we might can get a weight on them. How about 6 pounds, 6 ounces, Miles Lausch, all the way up to second place on the non-boater side. 15 pounds, 13 ounces. And with that, Mr. Miles Lausch punches his ticket to the Bass Nation Championship out of Minnesota on the non-boater side. 15-13, 3-day total, Miles Lausch. Come talk, Miles. Come talk. Awesome week for you, Miles. How cool is that, man?
Pretty cool. I really knew today was going to take a big one. I knew I'd have to leave it all out there, and I think I really did. I had 3 really amazing boaters every single day. You know, 1 every day. And, yeah, I couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, job well done. I'd like to thank everybody here. It was an amazing run event. Best one I've ever been in, so.
What?
And our team. I know we got the best team here.
Oh, Team Minnesota, Miles Lausch. Give him a big round of applause. 15-13, second place on the non-boater side currently. Next up, out of Illinois. Let's get him on up here. Bill Baker. Bill's bringing us 5 today. 23-2 to start the day. We got 13-8. 13-8, not quite. Bill Baker, 5 for us today. How about 12-9? Bill Baker jumps all the way up to 7th place overall for this Illinois boater. Bill Baker, 35-11 out of Illinois, 7th place on the boater side currently. You want to weigh? You want to weigh him or not? Great week for you, Bill. Great week for you, and glad to see you here for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice event. I got a small boat I could do without the waves, but other than that, had a great time.
Well, we sure do appreciate you, Bill. Thanks for fishing with us. Looks like that small boat paid off, though. Looks like you did all right. Made this final day and sitting in 7th place currently. Let's get this next guy up here. Alex Ellerbrock out of Illinois. Non-boater. Non-boater for Illinois here. Yes, sir. 10-3, and he's got 2 for us. Says he's got 1 big one. Alex Ellerbrock. How about 5 pounds and an ounce? Alex all the way up to 4th place on the non-boater side. You hold him up first. Yeah, don't hold the dead one. Alex Ellerbrock. 15-4. 3-day total. Don't get a weight on this one for big fish on the non-boater side. 3-4. Not going to do it this week. Not going to do it, Alex. You want to come talk?
Yes, sir.
You see any more Illinois non-boaters back there?
I don't see any more.
Let's give Alex a big round of applause. He just punched his ticket to the Bass Nation Championship. Alex Ellerbrock, 4th place overall, 15-4. Awesome week for you, man. Got it done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a great week. Great lake. Awesome event. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad. They're in the crowd. And my girlfriend at home, Brenna. I know she's watching. So, yeah, just a good week. We caught them good. So
we'll give it up for Alex. We'll see him in October. 15-4. Let's get this next guy up. Coming out of Indiana, Blake Canese. Blake's got 3 for us today. 3 for us today. Let's get a weight on these. See how far up this leaderboard we can move Mr. Blake. 22-9 to start the day. How about 6'8"? 6'8". You want to get a picture with him? Yeah, you might as well, man. Blake Canese, 29-1. 29-1. Out of Indiana is going to get a picture. Give it up for Mr. Blake. Great week for him. Final day here. Anybody you want to say hello or thank you to, Blake?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to friends and family watching back home. Thanks for the support. And big shout out to Kerry, our Indiana's club president or state president, for all the work that he puts in. I know he puts in a lot of work, and we sure appreciate it. So it was a fun event, but just couldn't get it done. So it's all right.
Well, we'll see you again. I know we will, Blake. Good having you this week. And now, coming up next out of Wisconsin, Brian Schumacher. And Brian's bringing us 3 on the non-boater side out of Wisconsin. You're the last Wisconsin non-boater, right? Brian Schumacher looking to take over the lead. Needs 3:15 to jump into the non-boater lead here. Day number 3, TNT Fireworks, Bass Nation Northern Regional, 6 pounds, 3 ounces. Brian Schumacher all the way into first place out of Wisconsin. 19 pounds and an ounce. It's Dylan, right? Yeah. And with that, give Dylan Esselman a big round of applause. 2 Wisconsin non-boaters battling it out here at the end. Brian, come here and talk for a minute, man. All right. There's not many left, and you just took over that hot seat.
Yeah, it ain't going to be long.
Oh, boy, he says it ain't going to be long. Well, we'll find out, man. Great bag for you today, an awesome week.
It was a good week. A grind out there, tough fishing, but put it together, 3 limits. It's all I can ask for, so should be going on to nationals.
That's right, and he just gave it away. He's going to take that hot seat, and he's going to the national championship, Bass Nation Championship out of Wisconsin on the non-boater side. Brian Schumacher, 19-1. Next up, coming out of North Dakota. Okay. Went out today in first place out of North Dakota. Got 2 today. We're going to get Mr. Brian up here. It's going to be either Tyler or Brian. Somebody's taking home the non-boater championship today. Needs for first, 4-7. 4-7 on these 2, Tyler. How about 6 pounds, 3 ounces? Tyler Guthmiller out of North Dakota takes the non-boater crown at the TNT Fireworks Bass Nation Northern Regional. 20 pounds, 14 ounces. North Dakota's first regional, and their non-boaters going home the champion. You want to weigh a big one? Yeah, I'll weigh a big one. Which one's a big one? It's got to be better than 313. I'll see if is that what it was on your scale? Yeah, when? He's going to try to get the big fish right here at the end, too. Not quite, 215. 215 for you, Tyler. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead and grab that trophy. Tyler Guthmiller, your 2023 TNT Fireworks Bass Nation Northern Regional non-boater champion. Come talk for a minute. Come talk. How about that, Tyler?
It was rough out today. I mean, I didn't catch a whole lot. I mean, it's a long week.
You might not have caught a whole lot, but you caught 2 of the daggum right ones.
Yes, I did. So.
Well, how about that? Congratulations, Tyler. Give him one last round of applause. Your 2023 non-boater champion. I'm going to come talk to Mr. Troy for a minute. There's 3 left. 3 left, but I know no matter how it shakes out, it's an awesome week for you.
Absolutely. I just want to say thanks to my family and friends who have sent me messages all week encouraging me. Keep me in your prayers and thoughts. And, I probably ain't going to be here long, but, thanks to the Bassmaster staff and all the folks working behind the scenes as well. You did a great job. Great event.
All right, thank you, Troy, and we'll see how it's going to shake out. I know Troy probably wants me to stop, but I don't think any of these 3 want me to. How about this next guy coming out of Minnesota? Jay Swanson, bringing us 4 fish out of Minnesota on the boater side. 27-2 coming into the day. 4 fish today. 11-9, probably 4 good ones. How about 11 pounds even? Jay Swanson all the way up to 3rd place. 3rd place. 3rd place, Jay Swanson gonna walk out here holding 38 pounds and 2 fish in 3 days of competition. And Jay Swanson's going to the Bass Nation Championship on the boater side out of Minnesota. You got a big one? No? It's got to be better than 315. I thought that smallmouth was pretty good. I mean, we can wait too. And this will give you an idea. That's 3.9. Think that one's bigger? It's 3.7 on this one. 3.2. Worth a try, he says. Trying for big fish right there. He came up a little short. It was close, though. 3.9 needed a 3.15 or better. 3.15 to tie. 4-pounder, I guess, to take it. But how about Bass Nation Championship?
I am super excited about that. It's been a goal for a long time, and I wouldn't be here without all the family and friends at home. Michelle, thank you for holding down the fort and watching over everything while I'm gone. And the Prior Lake hook setters, I know they're all watching, and I'm sure they're probably having a couple cold ones right now.
Well, Jay, we sure do appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in October. This next guy's had an awesome event this week. Coming out of Iowa, Adam Hammond. He's bringing us 2 today. 28-1. 28-1. Are they going to go 3-5? Oh, yeah, Adam, 2 good ones. 6-1. 6-1, Adam Hammond. All the way up to 10th place for this Iowa boater. 10th place for this Iowa boater. And Adam Hammond with 34 pounds and 2 ounces. Adam Hammond's rolling on the Bass Nation Championship out of Iowa. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I know you were stressing today with those 2, but you got it done.
Yes. I talked to Dan out on the water today, and I had a sigh of relief, but I ran out of fish today. I was making a real long run. It was flat calm this morning, and I think that's what hurt me. And by the time the wind picked up, I had to start making my way back to weigh in. So I just think that was the problem this week. But I just want to thank Bass Nation, Iowa Bass Nation, friends and family back home. I know I have a ton watching online right now. And the wife and kids back home, I miss them like crazy, so I'm excited to go home now.
Well, that sounds good, Adam. Well, we sure do appreciate you fishing with us. Thank you, sir. And we're going to hold Josh's fish real quick, and we're going to bring Josh Wiesner up here. We're going to let you get your thank yous in, Josh, because I know here in just a minute it's going to get a little crazy. No matter how this shakes out, awesome week for you, Josh, and I know you're super stoked to be here. Home Lake, they said you were the man to beat coming in, and you've held up your end of the bargain. Let's see, I know we don't know how it's going to shake out quite yet, but great week for you.
Yeah, I can't really complain. I'm not a great talker, so bear with me. I can't complain what I weighed the last 2 days. The lake was fishing really good today when the wind picked up. The bite picked up, so can't complain. But big thanks to everybody who reached out and messages and support. Wisconsin Nation, a lot of support there, and appreciate everybody.
Well, that's awesome, Josh. I know y'all want to go ahead and go grab those fish, Josh. Mr. Troy, go ahead and make your way right up here. It's either going to be Troy Deedy out of South Dakota or Mr. Josh Wiesner out of Wisconsin. Let's find out who it's going to be. Josh looking for 810. 810 for Josh. Anything less, and Troy will take it. Josh Wiesner, 14 pounds, 2 ounces. Your 2023 TNT Fireworks Northern Regional Champion, Josh Wiesner. 3-day total, 44-3 for Mr. Josh. Give it up for Josh Wiesner, 44-3, 3-day total out of Wisconsin. And your 2023 TNT Fireworks Bass Nation Northern Regional Champion. I see you taking a sigh of relief. Well, you got it done in a big way this week, Josh.
Whew! Can't talk.
He can't talk. He can't talk. Well, let's go ahead and grab that trophy one more time, Josh. Hold it up. Give him a huge round of applause. Your 2023 TNT Fireworks Northern Regional Champion. Awesome job, Josh. And as we round up this weigh-in, want to give a huge shout out to Abby McDaniel. She came out, got some pictures of the weigh, and again, our host, Fox Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau, Matt Tenocken, and of course, all of Bassmaster's wonderful sponsors, TNT Fireworks being the title this year, Toyota Progressive, Bass Pro Shops, Dakota Lithium, Humminbird, Mercury, Minn Kota, Nitro Boats, Power Pole, Ranger Boats, Rapala, Skeeter, Yamaha, and our supporting sponsors, AFCO, Daiwa, Garmin, Lew's, Marathon, Triton Boats, and VMC. And give it up for this awesome crowd up here. Give yourselves a huge round of applause and give these two champions, Josh Wiesner, Tyler Guthmiller, another round of applause as they exit off stage. As we close, I'm going to go verify these weights and then we'll come out and award the plaques for the anglers that are going to be going to Bass Nation Championship 2023, Lake Hartwell, South Carolina, Anderson, South Carolina, and Visit Anderson, Neil Paul and his crew, Matt Shelf. They're going to get us right down there. We're going to have an awesome event. Thank you guys for coming out on behalf of Bass. We really do appreciate it. Can't do it without you. And of course, all of our wonderful presidents out here. As you leave, give your state presidents a big round of applause. They make this job so easy. Thank you guys for coming out.